So what do you mean? What do you mean child support? My kid is 21 years old. I'm done with that.
Hey, Rob.
I'm
rolling.
Oh! Call you back later. Hey, welcome once again to What's Cooking, Rob? And today we're making bacalaito frito and Colombian cheese arepa. Pete, do you remember what's bacalaito frito? What's that? And you talk about me, huh?
This is my wife. Hold on,
You talk about me.
Hello?
You see? You see? You see what I got?
Yes, dear. I'm shooting. I'm at Rob's house right
Let's
now.
just wait. So are we done with the phone call?
It was my wife. She was just checking up to make sure I'm here.
Okay,
Right?
well I had somebody important on the phone too, so okay.
Can we
And,
start the
you
show?
didn't see me say, hey, stop the show.
Okay.
All right, so let's get back. Today we're doing bacalaito frito. Okay, Pete, do you know what's bacalaito frito?
Is
Puerto
that
Rican.
Cod?
There you go. Cod what?
Cod fish?
Cod, there you go. You see, smart man. See, he knows. He's Puerto Rican, just like me. All right, yes, codfish. Okay, this is actually salted and it's boneless. Cod fillet. In Spanish, it's bacalao. So what we're gonna do is a bacalaito frito. Very easy, very simple recipe. Just some flour, some water, some oil. Okay, let's get started now with the bacalaito frito. First thing I'm gonna do is take my codfish and I'm just gonna dump it in my pot here. I got some hot water going, and just gonna cook that off. Rinse that off rinse the salt off a little bit, and we're just gonna let that sit there while we start prepping. All right, and this recipe actually came from my dear wife, Elsa. Babe, I love you, and this is for you. And I know when she gets home, she's gonna be happy. I'm cutting up some onions. Just one onion will do.
Hey, what's that red thing you got in your hand?
It's red bell pepper. I'm gonna check up on my codfish. Actually, I'm gonna let it come to a boil. Once that comes to a boil, we're gonna rinse it out, put some water in it, rinse it out again, and then we're gonna start dropping in all the spices. So we just changed the water. I rinsed it out and I put some fresh water in it. And as you can see, the codfish is starting now to come apart, and that's exactly what you want. All right, so now we're just gonna let this sit here for at least 5 minutes, and then we're just gonna dump everything together. Actually mix everything together. The onions, the red bell pepper, the cilantro, and tomato sauce. Half a cup of olive oil. A little bit, yeah. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of olive oil here. I have a cup of tomato sauce, and I'm gonna dump in there peppers, onions, garlic, and cilantro. Okay. The only thing I'm gonna add on is gonna be sazon. Okay. Just gonna add a little bit of flavor to it and coloring. So.
And you didn't tell Elsa you were making her favorite dish because I'm gonna eat it all up.
Actually, yeah, she pretty much has an idea what I'm making today. You know. Because I always like to share my recipes the day before.
You can share with me.
I'm not going to share the recipe with you, Pete. I'm going to share
The food.
All right. Okay? And we added a cup of water. And now we're just going to let this sit here. And let it reduce. So we're going to give it at least 10 minutes. I'm going to add my flour to my mixing bowl. That's 1 cup of flour. All right, so we're just gonna wait 10 minutes. After we're done with our little stir fry here, I got my flour ready, and we're just gonna pretty much just transfer our bacalao into our flour, add a little bit of water, and we're ready to fry. Okay, so bacalaito frito, you could serve it as an appetizer or as your main course. I mean, you could, if you want to serve it as for dinner, you can make a little bit of white rice or yellow rice on the side. You can make a guacamole, use it as a dip, or just splatter it on top. Some sour cream. You can make some refried beans on the side, or just regular red kidney beans. We're almost there. And you know what, Pete?
What is it?
This will be great. Just white rice and just pour this on top of that, or even if you make a mofongo.
Oh, mofongo.
Oh, mofongo, stuff with
you gotta make a
bacalao.
mofongo again.
Get a bag of frozen seafood and just dump it in here. I mean, let it thaw it out and then just dump it in here along with all the spices and the tomato sauce and the olive oil that I added on here, and a little bit of sazon, a little bit of adobo or salt and pepper, and a little bit of white rice like we were saying, or yellow rice, or the mofongo. And you have yourself a meal. My bacalao is done, so now I'm just gonna grab my cup. I'm gonna pour a spoon of the bacalao. And I have a cup of water. And I'm just gonna pour some water in there. And I'm gonna start stirring that up. Keep adding water. You don't want it too loose or too thick. You just want to get it right. It's like making pancakes. So I think it's just about right. And again, I use 1 cup of water, so pretty much I used a whole cup. I was just being careful. Heating up that oil. So we're ready, and we're gonna start frying now. All right, give it at least a couple of seconds on each side. Very simple, very easy. Like I said, you can serve them as an appetizer. Great for parties. But normally what I like to do, I like to boil it and change the water at least 2 or 3 times. And then after I'm done dumping the last water out, I just pretty much do a quick rinse on it. And believe it or not, it works. It's not as salty. And again, I'm not using any salt for this recipe because since the cod fish is already salty, I don't need it. And there you go, folks, bacalaitos fritos, okay? And I'm just gonna go ahead and try one of these babies. I could taste the bacalao, cilantro, the garlic, and guess what, Pete? It's not even salty.
Oh.
Want a bite?
Yeah.
No!
Oh, come on.
No! Come on. All right, and we're done with our bacalaito fritos. Now we're gonna move on, Pete, to our Colombian arepa stuffed with cheese. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
This is gonna be perfect. We're gonna have bacalaito frito with arepa on the side, and you know what? With a cup of coffee, that's a wrap.